All right, we're going to talk about milk.
Does body good?
Yeah, I think all three of us were sitting here waiting for our chance to jump in.
I know.
It does the body good.
Well, that's to be said. To be clear, in the real version of the story, there were lots of guys with white mustaches.
That's hey man.
Now, what do you mean?
I like that. But you know, I am going to say I am the dumb one here because I don't know anything about who this movie is about, Harvey Milk, until I saw the movie. It was so ominous, the title Milk. I thought it was going to be like some expose on the dairy industry,
Right, like Fast Food Nation or
yeah, some big maybe
I'd seen a documentary about Harvey Milk probably about 10 years ago. So I knew about it.
Well, yeah, there's a famous documentary from 1984 called I think it's The Life and Times of Harvey Milk. The thing about the documentary is the documentary focuses more on the actual assassination and what led up to it.
Right.
Whereas this film is all about Harvey Milk.
Yeah.
It is all about the life and times of this guy.
who was the first open gay politician to have public office.
To say, we'd been going the whole time not actually mentioning that he was gay, and you had to blow the whole thing.
I'm sorry. Let me
blow the whole thing. Dude, come on. But what am I working with here? A bunch of 12-year-olds?
That's the only thing I don't like about gay people. They are not going to stop until they take every word and make it gay. You cannot use any word now without it sounding gay. Sunshine is gay now. I mean, everything.
So what is this movie about? Let me tell you what this movie is about. This movie is about the life and times of the first openly gay politician, Harvey Milk, a guy who campaigned as a gay man in San Francisco in the 70s and finally won an office and became a very powerful and famous, almost pseudo-celebrity government employee in the 70s, and then he was murdered in office.
You know, he had the shit written down and was going over it at home. That's why I got so mad when I stepped on the line. God damn it, I rehearsed this for 3 hours.
Not at all. No, this is from memory.
I'm fucking with you, man.
I know.
No, what are you talking about? I knew this.
He was
I knew
elected
Harvey
to the city supervisor position, which I guess is a big thing. He worked right under the mayor, pretty much. And it was the beginning
Would you
of watching.
stop it, please?
Yeah, you guys, and you're fucking with me and working under people. Enough of the gay references already.
I know.
Harvey Milk would probably love this review because when you watch this movie, this isn't one of these quietly closeted gay guys. Right? No, Harvey Milk was out.
Like Rip Taylor out?
He was totally out.
Well,
and later on, he started to realize that maybe jumping up and down in your face, going, oh my God, isn't the best way to get elected to public office in the 70s.
Now, the interesting thing and what makes this film so damn good, we haven't talked about how great the film is. The film is fantastic, is that for the first time in a long time, Sean Penn is playing an incredibly likable character.
What? He never does that.
I know. He's playing
I think his last likable character was Jeff Spicoli.
That's exactly. No, that's the point. He uses his natural charisma, and you fall in love with Harvey Milk as just this great guy, and you go through this movie watching all the good he does, and then watching somebody snuff that great life out.
Yeah.
He's not playing, somebody who's really just despicable like he mostly does in modern films.
Well, Harvey Milk was very despicable to some people.
Right. But not
most of them bigots.
Yeah, this movie isn't made for those people because they're not going to see it anyway.
Yeah, your dad's not going to see this movie.
Yeah.
The point.
No, my dad is two-man kissing. Boy, you in this movie?
The point of this film in particular is that Harvey Milk is actually something akin to the Martin Luther King of the gay movement. He was the first gay man who got national notoriety and helped push gay causes and try to work towards acceptability of gays. Everybody in it does just a great, great job. We've got people like Emile Hirsch, who plays a young kid who gets caught up in the movement. We've got, what's his name?
Some guy who played a gay guy.
The Hobgoblin,
James Franco.
Yeah, James Franco plays Harvey Milk's
I
longtime
thought you were
lover.
going to say Elijah Wood. Sorry.
Yeah, he looks like the blonde version of the cop from The Village People.
He does, actually.
He looks
It's
a lot
hilarious.
like him.
There are lots of 70s porn stashes in this movie, which automatically elevates it to a full-price film.
He was the Martin Luther King of the gay movement, no question about it. But what makes it so good is watching Sean Penn play this guy as a layered character. He's not just this great, wonderful, completely unshadowed guy. He's totally human. And you watch, especially towards the last third of the movie, as he starts making the mistakes that come with power that come to everyone. Even, we know his killer through the whole movie. He's another character in the film. And the actor who plays him...
Josh Brolin?
Yeah.
Oh, no. You pretty much know from the beginning of the film.
Yeah.
It's not
from the beginning of the film.
It's not a secret who kills him.
Okay. He's presented as a layered character as well. He's fascinating to watch. I mean, wow, this is really the actor's film, and it's amazing to watch these two play off each other and watch their relationship generally disintegrate until it gets to the point that it does.
It's too bad that a lot of people will actually probably not want to see this movie because it is a quote unquote gay film to them. Because Sean Penn, this is why we consider him to be one of the finest actors out there. This man has actually transformed himself into Harvey Milk. I mean, or just another person in general. I mean, when you see him, you do not see Sean Penn anymore. You actually see somebody who was passionately fighting for gay rights, and everybody else in the movie does equally as good. I think that, like I said, and the movie doesn't hold back. I mean, this is directed by Gus Van Sant, who is also a gay director. So you can tell he's gay.
Did you not see the Psycho remake?
No.
But I mean, being that you can tell that this is something that he's really behind, that this is something that means a lot to him. Come on, man. Come on, let's stop that. I mean, there's been so many. Come on, shit. This is something that he's really behind on this project because, I mean, he doesn't hold back on showing two man kissing. He doesn't want to like be timid about showing two men being very intimate with each other. So put your hand down. That's one of those things where a lot of people probably are not going to want to see this movie just because it's going to be controversial to see so many scenes of people making love in this film. But if you can get past that, it's actually, as you guys have already stated, I don't need to say any more, it's one of the best movies I've seen this year.
Yeah, no, absolutely it is. I would say, hey, it's like, if you're saying, well, I'm not gay, why would I see Milk? It's like, well, you probably went and saw Malcolm X. If you're not black, then, I mean, come on, really? You're going to use that as an argument? This is a great fucking movie. You should be seeing it, especially right now. And it's that much more painful and upsetting to watch at the end because of what happened in California with Proposition 8. It's difficult to watch right now because of that. And it makes you wonder why they didn't slide this out like a month ago rather than now.
Well, the film itself, the last act revolves around trying to fight against this evil proposition, Proposition 6. And Proposition 6 was a proposition back in 1978 to outlaw gay teachers in public schools. That if a teacher was gay, that the state or city could fire them. And so they're fighting against that, and it's so rough to watch because you're sitting there watching all the same arguments come out that the Mormons brought to bear against, in Proposition 8, which just, ended up passing in California. And so you're just sitting there frustrated going, wait, we just lived through this, and this is it happening, 30 years ago. It's incredible to watch and to see how little has actually, changed.
Yeah, Sean Penn is going to be the one who gets the most attention for this movie.
Oh, and
he's the title, and he should. But I really think there was a more complicated performance there with Josh Brolin, because Josh Brolin he starts out as somebody who wants to be friends with Harvey Milk. He wants to work with him, but it's hinted, and they said that Harvey Milk actually this isn't proof or anything. Harvey Milk hinted in his life that Dan White might actually be in conflict. Right. So they brought that into the movie. And so you're left often wondering, what is the deal with this guy? Is this guy really aggressive against gay people because he probably is gay and he wants to open up, but he can't? And if you feel like this turmoil is what led up to him coming out and probably assassinating Harvey Milk. And Josh Brolin shows that so much in his performance. I mean, he's struggling. And I thought that, like, wow, he's a killer, but there are points where you really feel sorry for this guy.
But it's not definite. They don't take that angle. It's not like what.
Well, that's what I just said. I just said that Harvey Milk hinted to that. I said it's not proof that he is gay.
And all that being said, have you ever been on PerezHilton.com? I mean, any attractive celebrity, he's like, oh, he's totally gay. He does do that. Come on.
Dan White is not going to vote for this.
Dan White will be fine. Dan White is just uneducated. You'll teach him.
Hey, Harv. Committee meets at 9:30. Hey, you guys. Say, did you get the invitation to my son's christening? I invited a few of the other soups, too.
Oh, well, I'll be there.
Great. Thanks.
Did he hear you? What the
Are you going?
I would let him christen me if it means he's going to vote for the gay rights ordinance. We need allies.
I think he can
hear
hear
We need everyone.
Jesus.
I don't think he heard you.
Is it just me or is he cute?
Well, what kind of world are we living in now where not only do we have a black president, but Josh Brolin is talked about every week as being an actor to look at.
I know he just came out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
I mean, he gave 2 great performances this year with W and now this.
And then last year,
2 great performances.
No
What I
Country
mean, did
for
he?
Old Man, and what was the other one?
What's that?
What was the other one other than No Country for Old Men last year? I wasn't
American
sure.
Gangster.
American Gangster, okay.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Which didn't ring a bell with me, but
but that came out last year, right?
yeah, I'm saying,
that's what
yeah,
he said.
last year.
And last
now
year, yeah,
two-
you know, Country
two
for Old
this
Men,
year.
yeah. No, I mean, he really is proving himself to be one of our
I mean,
finest
yeah,
actors
he's one of those
out there.
guys. Like now, you see his name in the cast, you don't like shudder and go, "Oh God!" You go like, "Ooh."
Yeah.
you don't go, Josh Brolin, what the hell has he done? Like, oh, well.
Well, I remember when we did that review for what was that movie?
Into the Blue.
Into the Blue, and and Carla was like, Josh Brolin, what the hell? And everybody, we were all like,
The beauty was the big underwater slap and tickle fight with Josh Brolin, where Paul Walker became Aquaman and starts wrestling around with Josh Brolin underwater for like half an hour.
yeah, and we're all laughing like Josh Brolin, get your ass on out here. Then all of a sudden, Josh Brolin, and I'm like, wow, that's amazing. No, given all the performances in this movie, the subject matter, I mean, because like I said, I didn't know that much about Harvey Milk at all, really, and I feel like I got a good education about him. I feel like I know a lot, pretty much this man's story by watching this movie. It just works all around, so I would definitely give this a full price.
Yeah, there's no question. It's a full price movie. It is the complete story of the man, even though it starts in his late 30s. You know, it's a picture of a time more than anything else, though. And what makes it important is how it reflects back on what's going on now and how little's really changed.
Yeah, no, that's true.
It's a full price movie.
Yeah, are there any complaints about the movie at all? Because we're all laying praise on it. I mean, is there any point
I didn't
where
really have any problem with it at all. I thought it really much. I mean, it's. There's a movie we've seen this year that's a historical drama that I like better than this, but that's not to give any criticism towards this.
Yeah.
This is fantastic.
No, this is one of the top 5 movies of the year thus far. I mean, it really is one of those great films that everybody's going to talk. Will we ever watch it again? Probably not, but it's one of those great films that you see once and stays with you.
Yeah, and look, if you can get past all the gay issues in this movie, it's not even political. Harvey Milk, how many times did he run and lost until he finally got in the
3
public?
times.
Yeah, I mean, that's not easy. I mean, that's money. we're talking about years. And if nothing else, it's just a movie about not giving up until you actually get to where you need to get to.
Yeah,
So
when you find you believe in what you believe, keep fighting for it. Unless, of course, you're totally wrong, in which case, stop.
Well, you're gonna get shot either way, so it doesn't
You know,
matter.
I kept thinking like the most popular movie out right now, like is Twilight, right? Which is written by a Mormon, so I assume there's probably Mormon money involved on some level and all that.
but Mormons really believe in vampires, don't they?
I don't know.